The story explodes into motion as Walter runs through a crowded market, armed men chasing him. With seconds to spare, he hides a package in a mailbox. Relief barely touches his face before a van rockets toward him and kills him instantly. That sudden death becomes the event that forces his estranged sons back into each other's lives. The next day, James, the older and far more disciplined brother, is at a military academy, pushing recruits through exhausting underwater drills. When he's told his father is dead, he reacts with almost no feeling. Years of resentment had already emptied the relationship. At home, he tells his wife Kat, assuming John, the younger brother he hasn't spoken to in 10 years, won't care either. Kat calls John anyway. In Oklahoma City, John's life is already falling apart. His girlfriend, Denny, leaves him after he forgets her birthday and continues refusing to open up emotionally. Later that night, drunk and alone, John hears from Kat that Walter is dead. He shrugs it off until armed men smash into his apartment, demanding a package his father mailed him. They claim they're YAKUZA. John beats them brutally, but when they damage items connected to his late mother, old grief ignites. He needs answers. John flies to Hawaii. The funeral is painfully awkward. The brothers stand close, yet feel worlds apart, divided by different mothers and a decade of silence. Suspicious figures linger around the service, expected given Walter's work as a private investigator. Governor Peter, a longtime friend of the family, gives warm words and says he's glad the sons are reunited. That night, tensions erupt. Rita blames John for disappearing years earlier. John insists Walter was murdered and mentions the attack in Oklahoma. James assumes John dragged danger with him again. Outside, they argue about the past, about how John hunted criminals after his mother died, and how James forced him away to keep him alive. John leaves, furious. He's drugged and brought before Mr. K, a powerful crime boss who remembers John's rampage years earlier. Mr. K denies killing his mother, but orders John to leave the island within a week, cutting his face to make the threat clear. Meanwhile, James searches Walter's belongings and finds keys and 12 coded numbers. John breaks into Walter's office. Tuff catches a hacker named Ken snooping and forces him to help. Security footage soon proves the van deliberately hit Walter. Their father had uncovered something big. Inside a surfboard, they discover plans that lead to Rico, a wealthy businessman tied to the YAKUZA, who intends to build an illegal casino on protected Hawaiian land. On the drive home, the brothers are ambushed and barely survive, confirming the danger is real and organized. They infiltrate Rico's fundraiser disguised as staff. John meets Tina, Rico's wife, who reveals she hired Walter because she suspected her husband. James spots Ted Motora, whose company owned the vehicle used in the hit. Rico throws the brothers out. The next morning, Tina is found murdered. John explodes in rage and lands himself in jail before James pulls him out. Finally, the truth comes out. James sent John away years ago to save him from both cops and gangs. John admits he needed his brother then. The wall between them breaks. They choose to work together. Soon, Denny calls. Walter's package has arrived. She brings the flash drive to Hawaii. Using the 12 codes, Ken unlocks it. Millions of dollars connected directly to Governor Peter. Rico had been bribing him to seize the land. Walter died because he discovered the scheme. Before they can act, Kat and Rita are kidnapped. Rico demands the drive for their lives. Furious, the brothers open James's hidden arsenal and launch an assault on Rico's compound, cutting through guards side by side. James duels Ted and kills him. John hunts Rico, nearly loses, but detonates a grenade that destroys the crime boss. James dives into the water and saves his wounded brother. With the evidence exposed, Peter is arrested despite his protests. At the beach, John reflects on how rage shaped his life. Mr. K appears, acknowledging Rico's fall, and gives John the name of his mother's true killer, leaving the choice to him. James promises he won't interfere this time. John looks at the paper, thinks about what vengeance has already cost, and burns it, choosing his reunited family and the future his father tried to give them.